Hello friends, welcome to radio frequency classes. Today we are going to see a problem solving technique using the signal flow graph for a two-port network. So as you can see here, I have taken a two-port network which is having the two ports. The incident signal and the reflected signal is defined as A1, which is incident signal at port 1, B1, which is the reflected signal at port 1, B2 is the reflected signal from port 2, and A2 is the incident signal at port 2. The network, this two port network, is defined by the S parameter. So as it is two port, we will have the four elements S11, S12, S21 and S22. A and B is I have written here as incident and reflected signal. So wherever A is there, it denotes at the incident signal at that port, and B denotes the reflected signal. So there are basically two cases. Either I can connect a load here and I can find out the input reflection coefficient. So when I will connect a load here, then I will find out the relation between the B1 and A1, which is nothing but the input reflection coefficient. Gamma n is equals to B1 by A1. And when I will connect a source here, then there will be certain reflection from the source side, and that is denoted as gamma s. And in that case, I will find out gamma out here, which will be nothing but the ratio of B2 and A2. So I hope it's clear. When I will connect the load, there will be reflection in terms of gamma L, and we will find out the gamma in. It means the relation between B1 and A1. And when I will connect a source, then there will be reflection in terms of gamma S, and we will find out the gamma out, which is nothing but B2 by A2. So as we know, there are four rules in the signal flow graph. So I have taken this example, and hopefully this is a beautiful example which uses all the four rules to eliminate this complex circuit and form a simple circuit, and easily we can find out the relation between B1 and A1, which is nothing but the input reflection coefficient from this terminal. So here already I have written the rules in order which I am going to follow. The first I will follow the split rule, then I will apply self loop rule, then series rule, and finally I will apply the parallel rule to find out the relation between the reflection coefficient. So as you can see here, the SFG of the given network is drawn. To save time, I have already drawn it. So you can see here four nodes are there. When I will draw corresponding SFG for this, okay, we will have the four nodes. This node is given as A1, this one as B1, this one as B2, and this one as A2. And when I will connect a load here, I will have a reflection in terms of gamma L. So when I will connect a load, I will have a reflection coefficient gamma L. Okay, if it is perfectly matched to this, then this condition will not be there, and our gamma in will be nothing but the S11, which is same B1 by A1 will be S11. When this is properly match terminated and there is no reflection, all the powers are getting transmitted to the load. But this case says that if there is a certain reflection, then all these five parameters S11, S12, S22, S21 and gamma L, all five parameters will play the role to find out the input reflection coefficient. Okay. So as I told, I am having here four nodes A1, A2, B1 and B2. So we have to find a relation between B1 and A1. So these two nodes are separated. Okay. Now we have only these two nodes B2 and A2. So as we can see clearly, this forms a loop, but to form a self loop, we have to eliminate these nodes. Any one node, if I will split it out, I will get a self loop. So to find a self loop, I have to apply the first split rule. So that split rule I have to find out where to apply. I have two nodes B2 and A2. So the rule says, the splitting rule, whichever node is having one incoming signal and two outgoing signal, that node should be selected for applying the split rule. So as you can see here for B2, I have one incoming signal from this side and one incoming from this side. So I have two incoming signal. So this node is discarded. This node cannot be selected for the applying split rule. Now if I will take the A2 node, this signal comes as an incoming signal and these two are the outgoing. So one incoming signal is there, so I can apply the split rule at the node A2. So when I'll apply the split rule here, we know that this node will be splitted into the virtual node. So as you can see here, I have drawn the circuit. So I will write here, this is A1 node, this is B1 node, this is B2 node, and this is A2 node. So this A2 node I have splitted, and the rule says is, benefit here is from B2 we are starting and again we are ending to the B2 only. So my initial and final node is B2. So what rule says is, we should not touch this branch, and for the virtual node we are going to make it, that node will be having this coefficient and as well as the another coefficient. Both coefficients should be multiplied, and that should be having a separate branch from B2 to B2 only. So as you can see here, from here I am going to give this as a gamma L. So I am not going to touch this from B2 to A2, gamma L is there already. Another, when I am splitting this node and I form a virtual node A2 dash here, okay, so this A2 dash should be having the gamma L, what is there already, and the another connection which is having S22, it should be given for this branch. So now we got a self loop which started from B2 and ends to the B2 only, and we have another connection from B2 to A2 which was gamma L. We did not alter it. So we are satisfying the split rule, and we have generated a self loop also at B2 node. Other parameters remain same, S21, S12, S11. Now we have to eliminate the self loop. So that self loop elimination says that the incoming branch at this node, whatever coefficient is there, S21 will write as it is, and it should be divided with 1 minus the coefficient of this self loop. So self loop contains two parameters and both are in series, gamma L and S22. So total coefficient for this self loop will be given as gamma L S22. So so I can eliminate this self loop and I can have a single branch. Okay, so incoming is this one, I cannot apply the outgoing branch. So incoming branch coefficient is S21, I have written as it is, and I should have 1 minus coefficient of self loop. Self loop coefficient is gamma L S22, gamma L S22. So I have eliminated self loop also. So first I applied the split rule here, then I have eliminated the self loop, and I got now 3 branches. This branch is having gamma L, and this branch is having S21 divided by 1 minus gamma L S22. This one is having S12, this one is having S11. This branch is A1 node, this node is B1, this node is A2, this node is B2. Now these 3 are in series, but this is having opposite direction. So now I can apply the series rule here. So when I will apply the series rule, I can multiply the coefficient of individual branches. So when I will multiply, I will get it as a S12 S21 into gamma L divided by 1 minus gamma L S22. I hope it's clear. S21 into gamma L into S12. These 3 parameters means coefficients divided by 1 minus gamma L into S22. Okay, now I have only 2 nodes, A1 and B1. Still I have to find out the relation between B1 and A1, so I have to eliminate this. So now both directions are same, so I can apply the parallel rule here and I can add these two and I can write it as a S11 plus this quantity. Okay, so parallel rule says that I can add these two coefficient, okay, and I can find out the ratio of these two. So that will be nothing but S11 plus S12 S21 into gamma L divided by 1 minus gamma L S22. This is A1, this is B1. So finally we got the relation as B1 divided by A1 is equals to gamma in, which is nothing but S11 plus S12 S21 into gamma L divided by 1 minus gamma L S22. Okay, so same way we can find out the relation of gamma out. So I'll connect gamma s here, okay, and I can find out the gamma out, okay, same way by applying the split rule here, then self loop, okay, and then again applying the parallel rule, and then after that adding both the terms, we will get the relation as b2 by a2, which will be nothing but gamma out is equals to s22 plus s12 s21 gamma s 1 minus gamma s s11. Okay, so this will be the reflection coefficient gamma out in case of source connected, and this is when load is connected with mismatch. If both are matched, then in this case we will get as a s22, in this case we will get as a s11. If you like the content, kindly subscribe my channel and share this one. In next class we will study the series of the resonators. Thank you.